Hey YouTube, this is Unger to the Max here, and I am coming at you with a live stream from StreamYard. This is my first time doing a live stream on StreamYard, so let's just see how it goes. Why not? Yeah. So as the title indicates, it is a very, very interesting time to be a sports fan. First of all, we have NFL football coming just around the corner, supposedly anyway. Who knows if it's actually going to happen? I still have my doubts about it. Major League Baseball is in the midst of their 60-game season. I'm surprised that hasn't shut down, given that we've had positive tests from the New York Mets, the St. Louis Cardinals, Cincinnati Reds, Miami Marlins. We're in the midst of the Stanley Cup playoffs with some very interesting matchups. You have the Vegas Golden Knights against the Vancouver Canucks, so that's the battle of the V. In the Pacific side, on the Central Division side, you have the Colorado Avalanche taking on the Dallas Stars. Let's see. In the Eastern Conference, you have the Tampa Bay Lightning, who defeated my Columbus Blue Jackets in 5 games, taking on the Boston Bruins, the team I hate the most in the NHL. And then you have the Philadelphia Flyers taking on the New York Islanders. I'm fine with any of those teams winning the Stanley Cup, except for the Boston Bruins. As long as it's not Boston, I'm fine with it. The Toronto Raptors and Boston Celtics swept their first round series in the NBA playoffs. Toronto actually swept the Brooklyn Nets, and it was the first sweep in the history of the franchise. Yeah, it's Toronto's first time sweeping ever. And Boston, of course, swept their rival, the Philadelphia 76ers. I expect Brett Brown will not be the head coach of the 76ers. I'd give it by probably Thursday. And sometime between now and Thursday, we'll get the news that Brett Brown is no longer the head coach of the Philadelphia 76ers. There we go. What's up, everybody? I got Engraven Vids. Hopefully, we will be doing a video collaboration together for when the Cleveland Browns travel to M&T Bank Stadium to take on your Baltimore Ravens. Although, Engraven, I've been a guest on your channel for our past video collaborations, but this time, even though the game is in Baltimore, I'm inviting you to come on to my show, The Sports Room, and we'll discuss the game that way. What do you say? We can certainly do post-game on your channel, but I think for pre-game, you should come on my channel. And then it looks like we got a Philly fan in here, because I think it's Shrill TV. Hopefully I said that right. He says, I'm a Flyer fan, and he says fire Brett Brown. So clearly he is a Flyers or Philadelphia fan. So I'm guessing that means you're an Eagles fan, a Phillies fan, a 76ers fan, and a Flyers fan. So that's pretty cool. So one quick thing. Recently, I've been doing a lot of videos for my playlist known as Talking UFC and WWE. However, WWE has been bothering me a lot recently. I've been, trying to watch a fair amount of their shows. Not the pay-per-views, because I decided I didn't want WWE Network anymore. I had it, but then I decided it wasn't really worth it to, pay the money that was required to keep the subscription. So I'm just like, not worth it. I don't want to watch it anymore. But I do watch like SmackDown and Monday Night Raw. But I've decided I'm going to take a little bit of a break from WWE. And the reason is because they've been using, they don't use clean, it's like I'm trying to think of how to say this without getting overly upset about it. WWE just, I guess, doesn't believe in the usage of clean finishes because a lot of their matches end in either a surprise roll-up, which, yes, if a competitor uses a backslide to get the 3 count, 1, 2, 3, that still counts as a surprise roll-up, and you can't tell me otherwise. Got it? Good. And they use the distraction finish where, like, somebody will be on the outside of the ring and the competitor inside the ring will get so distracted, like, oh my God, that just happened. And their opponent will beat them either by, again, the surprise roll up or like some finisher. But WWE just does it so freaking often. And I'm like, come on, can't you do something else? Like, let the wrestlers in the ring use their finishers. Come on. Like, just do that. Why can't you do that? So I decided to change the title of that playlist, Talking UFC and WWE, to Talking UFC and Wrestling. Why? Because, like I said, I'm taking a break from the WWE, and I've actually started watching AEW, All Elite Wrestling, a lot recently, and it's great. I mean, it's legit wrestling. I mean, it's in the same category as WWE, sports entertainment, but I would say it's more legit wrestling than the WWE. And, like, they don't waste, AEW doesn't really waste their time with promos. They're just like, hey, welcome to the show. What type of show is this again? Oh yeah, wrestling. You want a wrestling? You want a wrestling match to start the show? Here you go. I mean, it's great. So, like I said, I'm taking a break from WWE because, they're just annoying me too much right now. So, like I said, I changed the title of my playlist from Talking UFC and WWE to Talking UFC and Wrestling because I'm still going to make wrestling videos, but not necessarily about WWE. I might start making reaction videos to what I watch on AEW, which, again, is All Elite Wrestling. I'm not going to buy the pay-per-views for AEW because right now I'm really enjoying the pay-per-views for UFC. Of course, I really enjoyed UFC 252 because that was my hometown guy, Stipe Miocic, who I will stand by this particular statement till the day I die. It was not the Cleveland Cavaliers who brought home the first championship in 2016. It was not the Lake Erie Monsters, now called the Cleveland Monsters, who brought home the first championship to Cleveland in 2016. It was Stipe Miocic who brought home the first championship in 2016 when he beat Fabrizio Verdum in the main event of UFC 198 in Curitiba, Brazil. When he beat Verdum in UFC 198, that was the first championship in Cleveland. That was followed by the Lake Erie Monsters sweeping the Hershey Bears in the Calder Cup Finals, thanks to Oliver Bjorkstrand putting in the game-winning goal in Game 4. And that was followed by the Cleveland Cavaliers coming back from a 3-1 deficit to beat the Golden State Warriors. But thanks to the Chicago Cubs, Cleveland was unable to make it 4 championships in a row because the Indians had a 3-1 series lead against the Cubs, but they couldn't close it out. And I was happy about that because I'm a diehard Chicago Cubs fan. But the Cleveland Indians are my favorite team in the American League. So, just wanted to point that out. The Cubs are my favorite team in all of baseball, but the Indians are my favorite team in the American League. Okay? It's the same thing with the NFL. The Cleveland Browns are my favorite team in all of the NFL. That's no question. But the Seattle Seahawks are my favorite team in the NFC. The Cleveland Cavaliers are my favorite team in all of the NBA. Period. No questions asked. That's not even a competition. But the Dallas Mavericks are my favorite team in the Western Conference. Okay? The Columbus Blue Jackets are my favorite team in all of the NHL. However, the St. Louis Blues are my favorite team in the Western Conference. Do you get that? Okay? Cool. Just wanted to clarify that in case there was any confusion. So the NFL season is right around the corner, as I was saying earlier. And there's a lot of questions I have. I just need to clean my glasses super quick. That's the only reason I have my glasses off right now. Yes, I clean my glasses that way. It's just what I do. But as I was saying, the NFL season is very quickly approaching. September 10th will be the opening day between the Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs, a rematch of the divisional round matchup last year, where Houston went into Kansas City. They were up 24-0, and then Bill O'Brien decided to screw everything up. I'm trying to keep it clean. Taking in that from you, Engraven Bids, team keep it clean. I like that approach. So you don't need to use curse words to get your point across. You just don't. So I'm going to try my best not to use curse words. I can't guarantee that it's always going to happen, but I'm going to try for the most part. But like I said, Kansas City will be hosting the opening game of the season on Thursday Night Football. Even though the game is on a Thursday, it's going to be on the Sunday night broadcast, which I always find interesting. What's going on, George Mollahan? Welcome to the stream. Like I said, this is the first time I'm using StreamYard. Every other time I've done a live stream, it's always been through the regular YouTube broadcast. So this is pretty cool, actually. I wonder what it would be like if I brought a guest onto the channel. Hopefully, Engraven Bids, and I will find out because, like I said, the Cleveland Browns traveled to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. He is a Ravens YouTuber, and in the past, I've been a guest on his channel, but at least for pregame, to preview the game, I want to bring Engraven Vids onto my channel. And actually, on that note, I'm trying to find a YouTuber for every single one of the Cleveland Browns opponents this season, and I would like to do a video collaboration with them. So that means I got to find a YouTuber for the Ravens, which I've already done. I got to find a Cincinnati Bengals YouTuber. Then I got to find a Washington YouTuber. Who do we play week 4? Oh, I got to find a Dallas Cowboys YouTuber for week 4. Then I believe for week 5, I got to find a Colts and Indianapolis Colts YouTuber. Let's see. Yep. For week 6, I got to find a Pittsburgh Steelers YouTuber. For week 7, a Bengals YouTuber. Week 8, a Raiders YouTuber. Week 10, a Texans YouTuber. Week 11, an Eagles report YouTuber. Week 12, I need to try and find a Jaguars YouTuber. Week 13, I need to try and find a Tennessee Titans YouTuber. Week 14, Engraven Bids. You and I will hopefully be doing another video because that's Monday Night Football when we host the Ravens. Week 15, I need to try and find a New York Giants YouTuber. Week 16, against the Jets, I'm going to reach out to Gangrene David to see if he wants to do a video collaboration. And then week 17, I need to find a Steelers YouTuber. So if you know anyone who is a YouTuber for any of those teams, write it in the comments of this video, either right now during the live stream, or if you're watching this video on Tuesday, August 25th, and you happen to know a YouTuber that fits for any of those teams, except for the Ravens or the Jets, because I already have those taken care of. So if you know a YouTuber for any of those other teams, please comment. I think I might have someone lined up for the Bengals. Not sure, but we'll have to wait and see on that one. But if you know anyone who fits, who is a Bengals YouTuber, a Washington YouTuber, Dallas, Indianapolis, Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, Raiders, Texans, Eagles, Jaguars, Titans, Giants, or Steelers, let me know. Write it in the comments now. I will look them up, reach out, because like I said, I would like to try and do a video collaboration for every week of the Cleveland Browns season with a YouTuber or at least a fan for somebody or for every single one of the Browns opponents this season. I want to try and make that my goal. I think it would be a lot of fun to try and do a video collaboration to preview the game and to do a post game for each and every one of the Browns opponents. And if in addition, like if I want to preview a big game between the Buccaneers and Chiefs, maybe I'll try and find a Buccaneers YouTuber and a Kansas City Chiefs YouTuber and, try and do a preview with the two of them. And, yes, I'm a Browns fan, so, but I'm also a general NFL fan, as you know. So I would be able to contribute to a conversation like that. And I would also try and be the moderator, try and create conversation between, say, the Chiefs fan and the Buccaneers fan. Now, even though the Browns don't play the Seattle Seahawks this season, I'm going to try and reach out to NordCam and see if he would be interested in doing some type of video collaboration anyway. Maybe at like the halfway point of the season, I'll try and reach out to him and see if he wants to talk about where the Seahawks are at the season, and we'll talk about where the Browns are at that point in the season. So that's kind of the plan for this season. But like I said already, it's a very interesting time to be a sports fan because you got the Stanley Cup playoffs going on right now. God, I hope. I'm fine with, like I said previously, I'm fine with anybody winning the Stanley Cup. The Vegas Golden Knights, Vancouver Canucks, Colorado Avalanche, Dallas Stars, Philadelphia Flyers, New York Islanders, or Tampa Bay Lightning. I'm fine with any of those teams winning the Stanley Cup. But there's one team who I'm not okay with winning the Stanley Cup, and that's the Boston Bruins. I have hated the Boston Bruins since, at least since 2011 when they beat the Vancouver Canucks in 7 games to win the Stanley Cup. causing the city of Vancouver to riot. But my hatred for Vancouver went up to even more last season because the Columbus Blue Jackets, who, like I said, they're my favorite team in the Eastern Conference, swept the Tampa Bay Lightning in the first round of the Stanley Cup playoffs to reach the second round for the first time ever. And they were up 2-1 in the series. And my guess is if Columbus had won that series, we probably would have beaten Carolina in the Eastern Conference Finals, but most likely would have lost to St. Louis in the Stanley Cup Final. But you never know. Maybe we would have won the Stanley Cup. Well, if only we had if only we had the power to time travel, right? I mean, come on. But the Bruins didn't allow us to find out because they said, nope, we're going to kill your dreams, Columbus. And they were able to come back from a 2-1 series deficit and eliminated us. Thankfully, my favorite Western Conference team, the St. Louis Blues, beat the Bruins in Game 7, 4-1, to capture the Stanley Cup. Now, after this season, it looks like 2019 was just a Cinderella year for St. Louis, but there's a caveat. You're playing in a 4-5 matchup. Whenever you're in a 4-5 matchup, that's always tricky because it's so close. And Vancouver was a good team. Plus, the NHL season was put on pause for like 3 months given the current coronavirus pandemic. And the series was not played in St. Louis or Vancouver. So neither team really had home ice advantage. The series was played in a crowdless arena at Rogers Place in Edmonton. Now, that's not my way of making excuses. I'm just simply saying that given the current circumstances, you don't know if St. Louis would have been able to defend the cup properly. Now, I know they're not going to have the chance to defend the cup because they got eliminated. But again, I'm just saying, we're not in normal circumstances. You can't deny that. You just can't. I'd like to see someone try and deny it. But what I really want to talk about to finish up this live stream, because I'm probably going to wrap it up here shortly, is the NBA playoffs, specifically the Western Conference. Oh man, is the Western Conference shaping up to be good. Because you have Game 4 of the first round matchup between the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Houston Rockets going on this afternoon. I'm wearing blue in support of the OKC Thunder because I don't like the Houston Rockets. You have Game 4 of the first round series between the Los Angeles Lakers and the not the Dallas Mavericks, and the Portland Trailblazers going on tonight. The Lakers lead that series 2-1. Hopefully, Portland can tie that series up. I want that series to go the full 7 games. But we have to talk about what Dallas did yesterday. Oh my God. Luka Doncic is playing on a sore bum ankle that was sprained in Game 3, right? He's playing without Kristaps Porzingis, who is out with a knee injury. And yet, the Clippers were up 21 in the second quarter. And yet, somehow, someway, Luka Doncic is able to wheel that team up off its feet and somehow, in overtime, knock down a buzzer-beating, game-winning, series-tying three-pointer, what is Kawhi Leonard thinking on that one? Why do you switch off of Luka Doncic and allow Reggie Jackson to guard him. What the hell are you thinking, Kawhi? You won Finals MVP in 2014 with the San Antonio Spurs because of what, primarily? Your defense against LeBron James. You're known as one of the top defenders in the NBA. Maybe the top defender in all of the NBA. I'm not going to say for sure that Kawhi is the top defender. Again, I'm saying maybe Kawhi is the top defender in the NBA. So don't hold me to that. Like, don't hold my feet to the fire. All right? Cool. All I'm saying, though, is if you're known as being this elite defender, like I said, maybe the best defender in the NBA, why are you switching off of Luka Doncic on the pick and roll and allowing Reggie Jackson to guard him? Why? Why? But more importantly than that, where the hell is Paul George? What? OKC trades you to the Clippers so that you can team up with your fellow LA mate, Kawhi Leonard. Because I guess for both Kawhi and Paul George, Los Angeles is home. And you guys teamed up with the Clippers because you wanted to beat the Lakers. You wanted to play against the Lakers. You wanted to be a primetime showdown for when Anthony Davis and LeBron James play against Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. But hey Clippers, Paul George, wake up. Wake up. Your alarm bells are ringing. Ding, 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 ding. Because if you don't wake up, we're not going to get the highly anticipated Lakers-Clippers Western Conference Finals that we all are salivating over. No, we're just not. Because Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis are like, hey, we can hang with these guys. We've beaten them twice. And again, Luka Doncic and the Mavericks beat you yesterday without Kristaps Porzingis. Let me say that again. Luka Doncic and the Mavericks beat the Clippers yesterday without Kristaps Porzingis. They should have been up 2-0 in the series. But Porzingis got ejected on a silly second technical foul. He should not have been ejected for that. Plain and simple. He should not have been. The Mavericks should have been up 2-0. And then after yesterday, they should be up 3-1 in the series. But no, they're not. It is what it is. I mean, the call was wrong in game 1. Porzingis should not have been ejected, but that is what it is. So that's going to do it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. I think I actually like live streaming with StreamYard, so I'm going to do that in the future. But until next time, this is Unger to the Max, signing off.